My name is Eric Handy.
My name is Douglas Fort.
My name is Marlon Brown.
Stanley Cox, a.k.a. Mr. Fab.
My name is Chris Underwood.
I'm Tiffany Underwood.
Stephen Milner.
My name is Kennedy Sappho.
When I found out I was gonna have a girl, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But we planned it. And when we found out, I was like, yeah, that's what's up.
My oldest son, for example, because he's a little older, we both was babies. And it changed the course of her life. She was a full ride at Tuskegee. I'm at Jackson State. So it changed her course as well. So not knowing the other potential that could have came out of that, us not ready, doing stuff that we thinking we grown and put us in a situation where we got this little boy, she's 19, I'm 21, we babies. So we wasn't ready. Most of us are not ready or prepared financially, emotionally, intellectually to even take on babies at that age.
It wasn't planned. When we found out she was pregnant, I was like, wow. I wasn't ready. Who's ready, really? Unless you're trying, who's ready to be a parent? It's you get hit, and it's like, as soon as you find out, you have to prepare yourself. I was scared, I was anxious and excited all at the same time.
The day I found out that I was a father, the woman I was dating at the time, we had broke up, and didn't know she was pregnant at all, conceived the baby and none of that. She walked into the shop where I worked at, and the owner, Doris Smith, was at the front. So when my baby mama walked in the door with this child in her hand, I was dating a woman with 3 kids at the time, and I was curling hair, music was bumping, everybody was doing their thing, and Doris couldn't wait to say, Sappho, here's your baby. And she said it loud to where everybody kind of got quiet. And it was like, because at that time I was dating a lot of different females at that time, doing hair and being myself. So it was kind of like, nah, this can't be true. I grabbed him, I said, this ain't my baby. And then I just decided to take the baby next door to my mother. We had a store, Afrocentric store, selling African arts and imports and stuff like that. So I went over there and I put the baby on the counter and I talked to my mother and I said, Mama, if you feel like this is my baby, or let him stay here for a minute, you did, fill him out for me. If you said this is my baby, then I'm gonna do my best to take care of him. So I went back to the shop, finished up my clients. When I came back, me and my mama sat down, we had a long talk. And she said, yeah, this your baby. You can't deny this boy. And from that point on, me and her, we made a pact, and I made a pact to her that I would take care of this boy to the best of my ability, to be in his life. And so her last words before she left this earth was, please take care of this boy. And I said I would. I was very ecstatic, I was happy and proud.
When I first figured out I was being a father, I was at attending San Jose City College playing football, chasing that football dream. Then I figured out that it was a boy. I was all excited. I got an opportunity to go off to Iowa. Then when my son and my girl came out to see me in Iowa, my son really didn't know who I was. He was afraid of me, and that right there basically told me that I had to choose either between staying here and pursuing this football dream or going back to the Bay Area and being a father to my son.
Felt like it was time to stop playing. By that I mean, when I was tired in the morning and didn't really feel like going to work, that was over with. It's time to get up and go to work. When Jasmine was born, I was playing arena football in Charlotte, North Carolina, and thanks to arena football, I had some decent money and I was able to take good care of her. But I definitely grew up the moment I heard that news, and my main focus was on her.
In full transparency, I was scared for my life, but it really didn't hit me
I was chilling, you know, I was turning up, I was doing my life. I was at a good friend's Golden Glove boxing tournament in San Francisco, my friend Darrell Taylor's. And it was like a break in the action. I went to the bathroom, and as I walked in the bathroom, there was a gentleman, and his son couldn't have been more than 3, and he was teaching his son how to use the urinal, to stand up and use the urinal, right? And I was just washing my hands, and I probably looked like a creep, a real stalker, because I was just like gazed in on him. I just didn't stop, but it just stopped me in my tracks. Something just stopped me. And I smiled, he smiled, and he was just like, come on, son. You could tell he was a real proud father moment for him. He was like, you know. And when he left, I cried for all of 90 seconds in the bathroom stall. I mean, like a boo-hoo, hard, just a river flowing cry. Because I was scared at that point. I was having my first son. I was half employed. I was just starting school really all over again. I didn't know what it was going to be with this lady, this girl, and I was kind of feeling pressure to have this kid. And I didn't want to be my father, my biological father. And so in that moment, I was scared. I was really scared. I'll never forget that moment.